What a lovely day. Sunny, it's not too hot. It's just really nice. It's pleasant for sure. I have got some news that's pleasant as well. Today's the day that I've got. Oh, I thought I was something. Today's the day that I have got a new gym membership at that place. I've been talking about for the past few days or so now. I've got a massive smile on my face even though I'm feeling quite thirsty. Speaking of, the camera stood up on a water bottle, so it's not like I'm just here feeling thirsty and I can't do anything about it. I can. Why do I feel happy about this decision that I've made? So I've been saying to myself that I want to prove that I don't need a gym company of any sort to train, and I've proven that to myself. I have a clear idea of how I can train bodyweight exercises, of what sort of bodyweight exercises I can do to train my entire body. I'm not quite sure how I'd train my back, but I could try and do like lat pull downs or pull-ups, depending on how you want to think of it, with some towels as resistance, because I don't have a pull-up bar at home. I do have some suspension equipment, but I don't have a pull-up bar though. I don't know how that work. If that's I won't even get into the details of that. But yeah, so I've been sorting that out. I have a gym induction for the place. I've got a gym induction tomorrow at the place as agreed. I've done it for a later time in the afternoon rather than the morning because of my sleep routine. In my mind I'm thinking of calling it poor, when in reality that's just me destructively criticizing myself and giving myself negative self-talk that I don't need to do. It's not healthy for the mind. So instead I'll say I have a sleep routine that needs a lot of work. Let's just put it like that. For that reason, I've gone for the later gym induction option that I had over the morning one. We'll see how that goes. And from there, I think I'd be completely set up, ready to actually start training there, which I'm really liking the idea of. Yeah, there could be some kids that go there who I really want to see in the past. Now I've gotten over that fear that I once had and that I spoke about in the week 17's main weekly health review. I've gotten over that. I've spoken about it so many times, and the fact that I have seen some younger people go to the gym is probably more so like re-exposure therapy from that fear. It just proves that I went about that situation in an over cautious way, and now I can proudly say that I've moved on from that. Even though it might not sound like it because I'm talking about it with prompt rather than out of fear. I know that I'm saying this with a calm mind and a calm body. I'm not saying this with any fear at all, or any tension in my body of any sort. Like I'd be saying I feel it in between my pecs and my sternum, or maybe like feeling like very light breathing and maybe pulses in that same area. Maybe that's a diaphragm. I don't know. That doesn't happen all the time at all. It's not regular. So I don't think it's a health issue. I'm not feeling any worry. I'm not feeling worried about that at all. But yeah, I'm gonna make another video related to this and it's going to be about the fact that I soon will no longer be 20 years young. I'll be 21 years young very, very soon. And for that reason, I'm going to make a video about how I can improve in ways that I haven't in my next year of life, in my next year of existence, which starts very, very soon. In reality, it is just, when my birthday happens, it's just going to be another day, honestly. But I've been thinking about how I give myself, what sort of birthday presents I give myself, and the gym membership was one of them. Going to the GP to get myself checked out, even though I've been avoiding it for a year, has been another one of them. Trying to sort out all of these razor bumps that I've gotten over the years by getting myself some Savlon instead of Germolene, because I couldn't find it, but they do the same thing. And also give myself some tweezers to get rid of that ingrown hair. Yeah, I didn't need to cover the brand. That's fine. Look at that beauty. Oh, you probably can. Yeah, look at that beauty. I'm beautiful now. Nah, not really. But I'll leave that for the other video. So I want to now talk about how I'm going to move forward from this. So I've been thinking, okay, with the maintenance loan money that I have left, I might have a couple of months or so worth to before I basically would have run out completely. And if I wanted money to come in, if I wanted money in the bank, in my bank account, I'd have to have a job, because it wouldn't come from anywhere else. Even if I'm working on passive incomes, is that a job? Nah, I'm not sure about that, but I can think about that later. Yeah, I'd have to have money coming in actively and passively eventually. That's the plan. And working on my own personal training business could be something that I could certainly do, which I haven't done at 20. Last year, on New Year's Eve, I was just in the cemetery in that very, 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 very peaceful place, thinking, just start that business, bro. Start that business. That's what I was telling myself. Start that business. Start that business. I don't even know what I'd call it. I'd have an idea of what sort of things I'd sell, but I need to get a job first, and then on the side, then I can build my own personal training business. But that's gonna take a while, that's for sure. But how can I start? Well, I could practice by coding, learning how to code. I can go out my way to speak to managers more and to know how they work, and therefore have a clear understanding of how I'd have to operate when I'd be running my personal training business whilst doing that personal training job. And then from that start, where I have the job and the business, and then also when I just go full-time self-employed, I'd have to know how managers operate things. So I'd have to be talking to managers a lot, probably a lot more than other people would, but that's because I've got plans. I have a vision. Speaking of, I probably should be careful, because if I look at that excess light, I might be destroying it. But hey, I certainly haven't gone blind. As you know, that superstition, if you keep on looking at the sun, you'll go blind. Yeah, right, I certainly haven't. My vision's pretty clear. But anyway, I want to talk more about the gym membership. So I actually admitted to the people I was talking to about just like getting myself set up, because for some reason I couldn't book a gym session. I think it's because I purchased the gym membership today. They're saying I needed to do an induction first, and I've got that set up, so yeah, I couldn't book a session. I would say that to one of them, I actually looked through the terms and conditions, and she was surprised herself. Yeah, Oh my god, no one does that. Well, I did. I did make sure that I feel happy with what I'm signing up for. And now look, I have a massive smile on my face knowing what I'm getting myself into. I may or may not be able to refund if I don't like get a refund if I don't like the membership, but I don't think I will, honestly, because of how the rules are set. However, as I said, I made sure I liked what I was signing up for before doing it, so I don't actually mind that. Oh, okay. Talking to the people there was cool. In the past, I would have felt fear from seeing kids from those streams. I didn't at all, because of re-exposure therapy, really. I think that's why. I made that decision with a calm mind and a calm body. But even though I'd be going to that gym, I'm still going to come to the gym that I recently cancelled my membership at every now and then, maybe just pop in to say hi. I'm moving on, man. Really moving on and progressing bit by bit, day by day. It's slow. It's slow, but that's in fact what's amazing about this journey, because just like how my progress has been slow and it's been sustainable, it will be a lot more difficult to get rid of all of that progress I would have made because of how long I've taken to get to this point where I'm at today. I'm not going to just lose all of the progress that I've made in all aspects of my life. My physical health, my mental health, and talking to people, social health, and so on. I'm not going to just lose that, me working through the social anxiety I built. For example, back when I was saying me undoing the anxiety I built towards awkward handshakes, that was my imagination. Me allowing my imagination to think about things that I don't want to think about. Fearful thoughts. And my imagination's so powerful that I could think about anything I truthfully want to think about if I just exercise self-control. The fact that I was thinking those fearful thoughts was a sign that I wasn't exercising self-control. And that showed in other aspects of my life. The fact that I'd stay in the shower even though I know I'm done, because of how it felt. It was almost like a challenge to get out of the hot shower because of how hot it was. Where else did I lack self-control? For example, saying, oh no, I was going to say saying that I'd want to eat my mum's food only once a week and then not following that rule. But at the time that I'm thinking of, I didn't actually come up with the rule when I had my mum's food twice recently, the curry and some noodles, and then noodles and curry, some rice and curry, some noodles, and then noodles and curry. I didn't actually come up with that rule, like, oh, I can only have mum's meals once a week, because I'm not going takeaway. I hate fast food, and I hate the people that work there. That's the exact, I've been thinking this exact way for months now, and my way of thinking on it hasn't changed. Some things genuinely might just not change. I don't see a reason to change how I think about fast food and takeaway, so I'm not going to. I know I really don't like the place, so I know I really don't like fast food shops and how secretly malicious they could be by just working until late just so that you can get so much basically quick cash from people that are drunk and don't know any better, and just indirectly destroy people's health and be a part of the issue. of why obesity is so prevalent nowadays. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a victim to that. It doesn't even look like they enjoy what they're doing, with the way how they can slouch over the till from time to time, as I've seen, whilst just walking around. Yeah, I've come a far way. Apologies, this has nothing to do with like getting a gym membership, but I'm gonna keep the thoughts in because it's what's on the mind. So I'll actually focus my thoughts on the gym membership if there's anything to say. I'm gonna get the gym induction tomorrow. This is an amazing birthday present for when my birthday comes, which in reality is just another day. I'm not gonna physically feel different. I'm not gonna physically decline just because I'd be 21 years young rather than 20. But yeah, anything else I'm thinking of? Let the memories commence. Let the enjoyable memories commence. Let the fun times commence. Let the journey commence. Let all of the fun times, the PBs, the new calisthenics moves, both in and out of the gym that I'd be going to, me getting a job, me really put my name out there in the gym I'll be going to, in the gym that I've now got a membership for. That's it. And if there are any fearful thoughts like I've had just now related to seeing any younger people there, any kids there, then I know to shrug them off because they're not real. I know that fear would just be, it's there to check to make sure that I'm safe, that fear response and that imagination, but the imagination actually isn't protecting me from those sorts of situations not happening and me potentially being confronted over something that isn't even a big deal. But that will that's dying down over time now, which I'll certainly see over the months. And the reason why I think that is because it would show that there'd be evidence that I'm not thinking about that sort of stuff anymore. What I do in my life is important, but also what I don't do is just as important, even though it might be more difficult to see because it's not happening. They're just as important, and paying attention to what I am and am not doing is really going to help me get far. It's something that I could probably think about in the other video that I'm going to make today. That isn't daily. That isn't the daily log. I think I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. Let the fun times, other than let the fun times commence. Let me being able to further improve my competence physically commence. Just let the fun times happen. Really, that's it. That's me done. I'm out. Let's see what I get to. All the new personal trainers I'd meet, all of the connections I'd make, both in and out of the area soon enough. The amazing job I get, that the amazing gym instructor job that I get, that I'm setting myself up for, both in small and large ways, and so on. But that's it. That's me done for now. If I have anything else to say, I'll just write in the description. But let's see what I get up to. I feel very happy with the decision I've made. I looked through the terms and conditions and the Health Settlement Act. I've forgotten what it's called, but something about health. It's just don't overtrain, blah blah blah. But yeah, I feel happy with the decision I've made, and I didn't get concession rates because the terms and conditions said we'd have to keep on checking. They didn't say how often, but they said that we'd have to keep on checking to make sure that you actually are still eligible for those rates. Forget that. So it reminds me of universal credit. Like people telling me how I use the money that I have coming in. What? Nah, forget that. It's similar to that. I have no intentions being told what to do with my money, and not being treated like everyone else, because I didn't set myself up to be like everyone else, membership wise. And maybe even interaction wise, as I talk to people. Yeah, I'd like to be not checked on like everyone trying to shame me somehow for whatever reason. Yeah, the first thing that came to mind was like concession rates, but they aren't going to know that. No one's going to know that. I'm not going to tell anyone. I didn't get those rates because I didn't want to be checked up on constantly to make sure I'm eligible for it. Forget that. I was going to swear, but I don't want to have a gutter mouth. Got a mouth, got a mind, got actions, got a body. Nah, forget that. I'm all right. Thank you very much. But I'm done now. Let's see what I get up to in the gym. I probably will record my daily logs in there every now and then. Maybe I'll get some, when I get a job, get some gym rings, use that, have fun with that. Yeah, just have fun. Learn more about personal training, completely read Transform Your Body, Transform Your Life, go through mental health courses. The first one that I want to go through is the 30 skill course, which actually has a bonus episode in the intro that Therapy in a Nutshell has made. Emma. I'm going to go through all of them. I've certainly gone through quite a lot of videos already just before going to bed. And whilst I was doing that, I was just working through a whole load of fears that I had as a child. Me doing that will mean I'll finally move on. I'll finally move on from all those fears and that baggage, that mental baggage I would have been carrying around with me everywhere I go. No more of that. And I would have shown awareness to all of the fears that I would have made throughout my entire life, ever since I was a kid. Feeling fear over the boogeyman, feeling fear when by running up, and feeling fear in the form of running up the stairs at night because it was dark and maybe monsters could come out. I've got to work through those. If I don't, I won't be able to really make something big of myself and enjoy life. I just won't. I have to consciously tell myself now, look man, those fears, that's not gonna happen in real life. Yeah, the boogeyman, the monster under the bed, that's not a thing. And even sometimes, recently, I'd still be like, I'd still walk up the stairs quickly out of that same fear which I hadn't worked through. Me feeling that little bit of, me feeling a little bit spooked at times because of that. It was just a sign that I really needed to work through the fact that I built that fear of running up the stairs when it was dark because a monster could come out. As a child, I needed to work through that, and that was a sign. well, I need to work through that, and me still feeling the same way but just less intensely was a sign that I need to do that still. But I'll probably talk about things like that in the birthday video that I'm gonna make, saying how I could improve over 21 compared to at this stage I'm at now, and soon won't be anymore. Things won't change immediately. As I said, I'm not going to physically decline, but yeah, I'm certainly looking for improvements, and I want to be giving myself presents for the rest of my life, even if it's not, even if my birthday isn't any isn't close at the time of me wanting to give myself presents. I deserve it, I think, because I put in so much work on myself through this channel and off camera that I think I do deserve some rewards. But anyway, I'm done. Let's see what I get up to in the gym. Maybe I will actually be able to use calisthenics, the gym rings and parallel bars eventually when I get a job and when I purchase them. It will all come together. But yeah, anyway, I'm done. I'll see how tomorrow goes and probably make an update about that. But for now, I'm gone. Peace.